as the world focuses now on learning outcomes, so do we at this stage in our reform. A critical part of that, or a critical component or ingredient to that, is the provision of instructional materials. Since the program started in 2018, we have delivered over 1.8 million books, printed instructional materials across 848 primary schools. And while that is impressive enough, since last year, we took in the entire GSS schools into the program, so we have all 306 junior secondary schools in the EdoBEST program. We also added on 159 schools that were not primary schools that were not in the EdoBEST program. Today, in this hall, you are surrounded by books that, by count, are about 1.5 million, going to all the schools that have joined the program in the last year, as well as the primary schools that need new books because of enrollment figures, or just because by the passage of time, books need to be replaced. At least 1 million books here will go to primary schools, and over 500,000 books will go to the junior secondary schools.
People just focus on the infrastructure. In the beginning of EdoBEST, we focused on teachers. We focused on pedagogy. We focused on community participation, which were great foundations. Why did we do all of this? Because we wanted the children to learn. So our focus now has moved from the foundational stage to now the real purpose of why we've done what we did in the last 5-6 years. Are the children learning? For the children to learn, what must we do? Do we have instructional materials to help the teachers impart knowledge on these children so that these children can learn? That's why we have spent the resources which we have spent to purchase and create instructional materials for the new basic education system we have today, which starts from primary 1 to GSS 3. It's a feat. It's not been easy. Sometimes you go online and you see the attacks on me and my government. You ask, if the governor is doing all these things these people are saying he's doing, why is there so much attack on him? Nobody, I'm sure if you go on most of the blogs, you know, the critical blogs, you will not see any story about what we're doing, about the improvements we've made in our schools, about how we've translated, our school system into learning systems. You will not see it. It's part of the reform process. There, unfortunately, is a group of politicians like me who refuse to do this, what we're doing, for more than three decades, for over 2 generations. They are angry. So if we don't sustain, the threat is from them. They are waiting, let Obaseki go and they'll kill it. Why are you spending wasting all this money to buy books for children? Now books we go chop. They're not interested in our children. They're not interested in the future. But the experience of the last 1 or 2 years have taught us that they will not succeed. They can't. Because we can see the political evolution in the country. With the parents of the 370,000 children in our school systems, with the over 20,000 teachers and education managers, we will go into the streets. We will go to every household. We'll go to everywhere children are. And they have wards and caretakers. And let them know that EdoBEST must be sustained.